25-year-old Leon Henry was shot in the head.
Oh my God.
23-year-old Devontae Williamson, 26-year-old Taylor Walker, and 27-year-old Aviance King were all shot in the chest.
Oh my God. Yeah, you hearing this right? Mello Buckzz brother, dad, and boyfriend was all killed in the same day at the same damn time. RIP to them. That is crazy as fuck. Let's get into it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Mello Buckzz and her album release party turning into one of Chicago's deadliest recent
Of course it's in Chicago, bro.
3 shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people were leaving an album release party, as many of them were pouring out of this lounge.
Traumatized. I mean, this is... I'm just shocked.
Heard a lot of gunfire, and then and next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire and rescue.
Absolute chaos. From people screaming to blood on the streets to people laying on the streets.
Oh,
July
gosh.
2nd, 2025.
Oh, wow.
A black car drove up, opening fire on a crowd of people gathered outside the Artist Restaurant and Lounge.
Right.
This was the near North Side neighborhood of Chicago, just blocks away from the luxurious Gold Coast. This whole area was money, business, and luxury. But as big as Chicago is, it can be too small when it comes to violence.
Definitely.
And Chicago has time and time again shown us nowhere is safe.
Nowhere in Chicago.
CCT.
And it's crazy because, bro, I remember I was talking to a female one time, bro, and I was like, I never go to Chicago. And she was like, Chicago's safe. You just got to make sure you go to the right area. Man, hell no. I didn't want to step foot in Chicago. I don't want them mistaking me for one of them ops. You know, because I got dreads, nigga. I ain't trying to get mistaken for one of the ops, nigga. Hell nah. Hell nah. But y'all go to Chicago? Let me know in the comments.
Coming from a black Honda, and in a matter of seconds, 18 people were shot on the sidewalk. One of the worst mass shootings to hit Chicago in recent years, and this wasn't a random act of violence either. This was 100% targeted. A police investigation would learn 24-year-old Chicago rapper Mello Buckzz was hosting her album release party at the Lounge. Detectives are still unsure who the actual target was, as Mello had already left the area when the shooting erupted. A witness observed the suspect vehicle circle the front of the club to see who was there. When they came back around, they opened fire. Handgun and rifle rounds were recovered, and spent shell casings would be found outside and inside the club.
Damn.
There was more than just the shooters in the vehicle. More than likely, someone was firing back.
Hell yeah.
Law enforcement along with EMS tended to the wounded, rushing victims to the hospital. Of the 18 that had been shot, 4 of them were killed. 25-year-old Leon Henry was shot in the head.
Oh my God.
23-year-old Devontae Williamson, 26-year-old Taylor Walker, and 27-year-old Aviance King were all shot in the chest.
Oh my God.
Chicago's Sun-Times would highlight the rapper Mello Buckzz appears to claim an affiliation to NLMB, a faction.
And the fact is, bro, I'm not saying she did, bro, but she probably thought she was safe because she's a woman, you know? Like, oh, I'm a woman, you know, they ain't gonna touch me. You know what I'm saying? They gonna talk shit about me, of course, but they ain't gonna touch me. Nah, if you in the game, bro, they don't care who you is. They don't care if a baby was in the game, they coming for you. That's just how it is now, bro.
NLMB has become nationally.
Maybe she didn't. I don't know. That's just my assumption.
But within the city known as Chirac, NLMB is known for allegedly being behind some of the most ruthless murders in Chicago.
Yeah.
NLMB has been suspected of killing 2 brothers years apart. KTS Vaughn would drop a music video that's one of the darkest videos in Chicago drill history. A hoodie saying "fuck your dead homie" would list multiple members of NLMB who were killed with "Get Whacked" written at the bottom. And 2 months after the music video dropped, KTS Vaughn got whacked.
Yeah, I remember that, bro.
5 years later,
that was crazy,
KTS Dre, the older brother of Vaughn, had just been fitted with an electronic monitor bracelet as he was being released from jail.
He got shot 64
times.
Exiting
the Cook County jail, he was ambushed and shot 64 fucking times.
Oh my gosh.
Back in 2017...
I ain't gonna lie, gang. It's never that deep, bro. 10 shots plus, okay. 10 shot plus, bro, you probably automatically did. Besides 50 Cent. I think he was shot like 8 times, though. 7. I don't know. But, bro, anything over 10 shots, it's just like, yo, what, bro, chill, bro. It's like, chill, gang. 10 is chill. Chill, bro. You're doing too much. 20 is overkill. Anything over 20 getting bullets, bro, it's like, bro, you know how much hatred? Oh, you have to have so much hatred in your damn heart to shoot a nigga 64 times. 64, yeah, bro, 64 rounds. It was probably multiple people for sure. But 64 bullets going into this nigga. Okay, you ambush, I'm gonna get it, bam. Bah, 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 bah. 12 shots go off. Bro, 64 bullets, bro. These niggas was letting off clips. Oh my gosh.
21-year-old rapper Shooter Shells dropped a song called Death of 150. NLMB was known to go by 150 Dream Team, and the song was a direct diss.
Oh my
3 months
gosh.
later, Shells was walking up to a car at 9:30 in the morning when 3 shooters walked him down, stood over him, and left holes big enough in his head to see through.
Jesus Christ.
They fired a total of 43 times. The images of Shooter Shells laying on the floor would hit the internet, and because of that picture, this murder is still to this day considered one of the most brutal. So brutal the feds even investigated it, but were unable to arrest anyone.
Oh my God.
That same year, a 37-year-old member of NLMB was shot and killed. His name was Big Wet. And the very next day, his 19-year-old son, Lil Wet, would allegedly commit a quadruple murder to avenge his dad. 5 days after the shooting, Lil Wet would be charged with all 4 murders, 2 of his victims being brothers who were visiting their mom at the restaurant she worked at.
That was a committing young nigga right there. That nigga was on timing. Do you know how determined you gotta be for you to find out who did it to your dad that day prior? Then the next day you catch 4? Not 1. No. Not 2. Not 3. But 4? These niggas are
later,
crazy.
All charges against Lil Wet were
hell
dropped
nah
due to lack of evidence.
These niggas are crazy.
NLMB has a violent, bloody,
oh my
deadly
God, is that
reputation.
Lotto 6? Yeah.
So best believe they have a long list of ops who wouldn't hesitate to kill them. With Mello Buckzz' party being publicized, it's more likely that she wasn't the actual target, but any NLMB members in attendance.
I just thought about that. I can't be saying that shit. Hell no. I take that back. I got a girlfriend. Stay home. I didn't mean that. I'm tripping. I got a girlfriend. To my girlfriend, you seen this? That's cap. She not. She. You look way better than her. No cap.
Come to find out, NLMB Doo-Wop could be seen on video being carried from the scene as he was one of the shooting victims. Doo-Wop is a known associate of both G Herbo
hey, I remember this.
as well
this
as
not long
Chief
ago.
Keef, going back years. Mello Buckzz would take to Instagram heartbroken. Not only did she lose her boyfriend,
but her dad,
she lost her 2 best friends,
dad and her brother,
all in the same night. Her album release was supposed to be a pure celebration of her success, but instead has turned to a tragedy that will forever haunt her.
Somebody said it was that
best
dead.
friends were taking videos of her all night, posting them to Instagram, and Mello can be seen with an armed security guard following her every step.
Oh, it was her best friends?
The crowd inside the lounge seems to be primarily
I thought it was her
women,
dad.
and the vibes were harmless. They felt safe, everyone cheering as Mello rapped. But the whole time, men inside of a car lurked around the area, waiting to kill whoever came out.
That's crazy, but like, being in the gang, bro, you just like never know when you could be caught. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, she was chilling. Vibes were harmless. Like he said, vibes were harmless. Everything was going cool. She was rapping. Everybody was vibing. They was taking pictures of her. Whoop the whoop, getting to it. You know, bam, wow, 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 wow. Whole time, niggas in the back like these, outside with guns and rifles, ready to catch hella bodies. Mainly her. They want her. But if they didn't get her, they was gonna get somebody closer. You know what I'm saying? Whew. That's why you don't be in the gang, first off. You don't be a rapper. That's the second thing. When you're a rapper, niggas gon' want you, you know? Especially if you talking that hot on that mother, you know what I'm saying? Do your homework. And third, you tripping.
600 Breezy would take to Instagram paying respects to AV, showing support to Mello, and calling out the shooters saying, y'all shot all them girls. Bitches for real. Get out the car and get your target. Innocent women and kids ain't no points. The total number of women shot isn't known at this time, but what is known is 2 were killed, while 4 more were transported to hospitals in critical condition, ranging in ages from 21 to 31, and suffering gunshots to the back, leg, body, and even face.
Jesus.
Sadly, Chicago wouldn't be Chicago without the dissing, and YTG Fatso wasted no time.
That ass think this shit a game. Cool.
Most shit happen too though. If you know, you know. After that though, you know what I'm
See what I'm saying? Hey, tell that redhead bitch who always following behind no limit. You trolling, bitch, that ain't in your hood. But go check on them though, you goofy ass little boy.
I heard a bitch got a free ass shot. Bitch got a free ass shot. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. These niggas crazy, bro.
Keep in mind, this kid's like 17, but his words have definitely caught everyone's attention.
Armor is a beat-up,
This
man.
will be a case that takes priority for detectives in Chicago, as mass shootings with multiple killings are cases where everyone wants an example to be made. Recklessly firing into a crowd that's majority women isn't honored in any hood, but in all reality, is there anything honorable left in the streets?
Not at all,
Chicago's seen it all for generation after generation. And even with the
Centuries.
fire department literally spraying the blood off the concrete, it's guaranteed
to come back.
The bloodshed doesn't end here.
Yeah.
Now this is rough, and unfortunately this is Chicago. This is the reality of gangbanging. This is the reality of having an affiliation, whether you're a full-blown gang member, whether you're just an associate.
It don't matter, bro. It don't even matter.
Even knowing certain people can cause anything you do to become targeted.
Yes.
I don't believe Mello Buckzz was the target of this shooting, but I think they used her event
as example,
as a means to attempt to catch somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And if you saw the video from the scene, it's just crazy that people will pull up and fire off into a crowd of majority women.
Which is crazy.
With no regard for anybody. But then again, it's like, how can you expect them to have regard for anyone when they're pulling up to kill? You know? It's like, it's just a sad situation all the way around the board. She lost her boyfriend and her 2 best friends in the same night.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, imagine y'all was in this situation. Y'all the female, right? And, you know, you having the best time of your life. You know what I'm saying? You rapping your songs. You getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Your 2 best friends out here taking pictures of you vibing out. You got your little whoop on the side. Well, that's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you know, type. Then, you know what I'm saying? You go out. Niggas already out there, start blowing it. Bam, 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 bam. Then boom. Your brother, your boyfriend or girlfriend get popped down. They got unalive. Then your 2 best friends got unalive. Like, how would y'all handle that situation, bro? It's a sad case that even happened. RP to them, you know, condolences. That is crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she wasn't the target. Maybe she was. We don't never know. But 18 shot and only 4 was unalive, and that was her close people.